Hey, this is Jared, here to make a quick video on the Sphere of Influence campaign. So if you have a sphere of influence, a circle of influence of people you want to call and remain and maintain certain relationships, check in maybe for referrals, whatever it may be, what you'll want to do, I'm going to show you the setup and run through it here. So I've got a Sphere A tag applied. Sphere A we've defined as people who are kind of number one and that we might want to follow up with more frequently. So if you have any contact that you've input into your Infusionsoft system, you would, who meets that criteria, you would apply the Sphere A tag, which then puts them into this particular sequence. Now when I open this guy up, what you'll see is I immediately am removing, the tag I'm removing is the Sphere A loop, and you're saying, well, he doesn't have the Sphere A loop, and you'll see, we'll come back to that, why that's important. Then I'm waiting 45 days, then I'm creating a task to call the Sphere A person. So very simple task. And then if I go back here and back to campaign, then what we want to do is attend a meeting, and you'll notice that this is related to the task inside the previous sequence that's connected to it. So this task is going to get created and it's being assigned to the assigned owner of the record, and with a default user, of course, as a fallback. Now that means anyone can be adding their spheres of influence here into a single central database. You want to make sure as the user, when you're checking that you actually made that call, that you actually did make that call, because that then kicks off the schedule and sets up our next basically scheduled call 45 days from the time that you actually called. So if you're, the good thing about this is that building it in this way versus other ways is that you won't have a situation where you let your task list run long and you don't call someone until maybe 30 days after the task is due, and then 15 days later a new task pops up. So it actually won't move forward to that next 45-day delay until you complete the task. So be honest about completing the task when you've really made the call, and versus just completing them to get them off your list, and that will help you out greatly. That will then, meeting that goal will then progress them to reapply essentially a Sphere A loop tag. So now I'm applying a Sphere A loop tag, which is actually this one right here, our second goal. So I apply that, meaning that goal gets met, and then because that goal got met, now it flows me back into here, and now again that's the one I'm removing so that it can essentially be reapplied in the future. So this is a looping campaign, evergreen if you will. Every 45 days it's going to let me know I need to call this individual. Now down below I've replicated everything for what we've called Sphere B, which is someone who, whoops, one last thing to do here, just a label thing more than anything, who we still need to, we want to touch base with. They might be less influential, so we justify making a call to them every 90 days. But the process is the exact same. You'll see when I chisel in here, we're waiting 90 days as opposed to the 45. So that is the Sphere of Influence campaign, how it was built, how you want to use it. Really the only thing you have to do is manage your task list and do nothing else, and you're good to go. So I think that's it. I'll go ahead and click publish. And you got the cool new campaign checklist. Looks like it's all good to go. And so we'll say, yeah, let's publish this baby. And that's it. Enjoy.